Hey guys and gal, it's windy with storms coming in, cold weather coming in, snow coming in, ice coming in. Let's go look at the deer before all that gets here. This week's antlers, we're going to take a little food with them. I've got some carrots, I got a few grapes, not many, I'm about out of grapes. I'm just about a half a bag of carrots is all I've got left. But I cut up some apples, that's right, I cut up some apples. You know, one of my favorite treats for Jimmy is slice up apples and dip them in that caramel. It's like a caramel apple. Dip them in that caramel, eat them. Chris loves it too. And it's good for you. It's good for you. It's fruits, fruits, fruits. We all love fruits and vegetables. It's fruits. It's also that caramel. That caramel's good for you. Sugar, I like to take sugar intravenously. That sugar just charges you up. But I got some apples that I've had a little bit too long. They're in good shape. I could eat them, but I've cut them up. I'm going to let SplitEars and her friends have some apples, a little extra treat for her. Let's go up there and take a look. See if Whitey has finally lost his antlers. Okay, guys and girls, I have my treats. I have carrots, I have grapes, not many grapes, but a few grapes. I have a pretty good sized bag of apples. I've cut those apples up. And SplitEar is already up here. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave these in the mule. I'm going to go over here and leave them in here because I don't want her to attack me. And I'll save those until last because that's going to be an exciting deal. There's SplitEars, my baby right there. She smells them, I'm sure. Hi, baby. How you doing, baby doll? How you doing, baby doll? Let's get this gate. Let's get this gate opened up here. Hi, Sugar. Hi there. Hi there, Sugar. You stay in there. You stay in there. All right, get back, get back, get back. Hi, baby. She smells them on my hands. She smells them on my hands. Look at her, look at her, look at her. She can smell them. She can smell them over there in the mule, I'm sure. Okay, all right, all right. Let's look at all the deer first, and then we'll come back and eat, okay? All right. Here's my baby SplitEars right up here with me right now. We'll see. She just wants some loving. She wants more than loving. She wants grapes and carrots. She can smell them on my hands. She knows I got them. She probably saw them up there in the bag. But she's right here just being a lover like she is. She's just such a beautiful girl. Yeah, hopefully, baby doll. Hopefully, baby doll, we'll get to move to the house and have your baby up there. Maybe, we'll see. I worry about SplitEars. Being out in the wild because she's not been out in the wild her whole life, and she wouldn't know how to probably get away from coyotes and stuff like that. I've got some really pretty babies in here. You can see we've been feeding them alfalfa every day. If you'll notice on the alfalfa when we got it in here, they like to eat those little petals. You see those petals and stuff in there? That's what they like to eat. You see what she's picking out? And they leave the straw ends of it. You see what she's picking out there? She's picking out the good stuff. It's kind of like picking pecans off a tree or something. You don't eat the leaves, you just eat the pecans. And you can see here, as we put that in there, that's what they're eating. And then they leave this straw, which is good because it covers the ground, and that's good. It kind of helps if this storm that's coming in here. Storm's going to come in here and dump a lot of ice and snow on the ground, and that'll help them during that. We've got quite a bit of hay that we've scattered out in here. You can see some of the bales over there. All the deer are just looking beautiful, looking absolutely gorgeous. Let's see if we can find Whitey somewhere and see if he has still got both of his crowns on his head. So you can see we put hay in the buildings for them so they can get in there. Because it's going to get cold. We're going to have single-digit temperatures down for 3 or 4 nights in a row. And there's a bunch of girls back there. Where is Whitey? Oh, speaking of where is Whitey, there's my boy right there. And he still has both of them. He sure does. He still has both of them. Still has both there. We'll just stop here and kind of take a little look at him. Zoom in here and see if we can get a real nice, good close-up look of him. We just get beautiful looks of that deer. This deer is a little over 2 years old. That's his second set of horns. You can just take a look at him there, and he's just wonderful to look at. we're going to be able to hold those antlers in our hands here sometime in the next few weeks, probably any day. You never can tell. He's still rubbing them on the trees a lot. Now, Patsy said that this week he was hammering these trees. We've got a pole right there for him to rub again, so we've put in here. He's still rubbing quite a bit. The deer are all looking beautiful, and he's just absolutely spectacular. He's got a harem in here. He's got 19 does. One of them just a yearling. The rest of them are all at least a year and a half old or more. SplitEars is on up there pretty good. You can see all of them looking right there. They got their winter coats on, beginning to look really, really good and pretty. They're going to need those winter coats. Y'all remember Green Tag? There's Green Tag down there. Green Tag was one that was so skinny and bad, everybody was worried about her, including me. I gave her shots, I gave her worm medicine, I gave her lots of stuff, and now she's got in here where she just gets all the food she wants on demand, and she's just got to be a fat girl. And hopefully she's carrying some real pretty babies. She was carrying babies last year, and she never ever showed up at the house with babies, so we will be able to find the babies the same day she has them this year and doctor them. I'm going to walk down here and get a little closer to these guys and take a look at him and his girls right there. You can see he's becoming a really, really big deer. He's gaining weight all the time now. His hocks are still pretty dark. And take a look at him right there. You can see back on his hind legs, right in the middle there where it's kind of, you might call it the elbow of his hind leg. You can see how black it is there. That generally means that they're still in the rut, so he would probably still participate if he can find a willing girl. There's a SplitEar right there. You can see Green Tag. I mean, not SplitEar, Green Tag. You see how fat she is. They're kind of fluffed up out here today. The wind has been blowing pretty hard. It's laying a little bit right now, which means that it's probably getting ready to shift around to the north. The moisture is going to start after a while, and it's going to actually turn into ice and snow. So these guys, it's a wonder they don't get the weather report, but they probably know that weather's coming in. They can feel it, they can tell about it. And probably the two guys' antlers, both of them are probably going to fall off at the same time here pretty soon. He's looking pretty spectacular. Let's walk down around the trees and see what deer are down there and see what he does. Well, he's going to walk right up here a little closer to me. We'll just wait a minute here. Let him walk up, let y'all get a really good look at that beautiful rack that he's got, because he's got a beauty. He has got a beautiful rack. Oh my goodness. At least 20 points up there. Some of y'all have counted them. He's just absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful, pretty typical. Pretty typical. He would score as a typical deer. So let's go look at some of his other girls and see how they're looking. As we wander down this way, you'll see something that's really pretty amazing right here. You see this right here? That's a deer trail. You see the deer trail going down through there? And then there's actually another one right over there that you can follow the deer trail down the hill. And this is a very distinct deer trail. They've got the whole pen to walk in, but they're still walking on a trail. That's just what they do. That's just what they do. And even though, and there's 2 or 3 of these deer trails running around here. Now you would expect these to be around the edges. They're going to walk around the edges of the fence. And you can see all the girls down here. There was 3 or 4 of them laying down. There's still a couple. Some of them have got up since I walked down here, but they're all just looking gorgeous. Everybody's looking good. And just kind of taking a little bit of look at them where it looks like maybe some of them still been breeding. And by looking at his hocks, you'd think that that's true too. Well, one thing that's happened this week, y'all probably noticed, we've been looking at quite a few deer. Nobody's peed yet. You girls are being pretty nice today. Yeah. Y'all are being nice. None of you showing off. But that's, how many's right down there? 2, 5, 7, 10 right there. So that's half of our girls right there. 19, hopefully all bred. If they are, they're all bred to that beautiful, magnificent Whitey. And they should have some gorgeous babies. And if you remember last year, we turned loose 17 girl deer and only 5 boy deer. We did lose one of those to a coyote, we know. Hopefully the others are going to grow up and be really, really big, because we had some big boys in here with them. But we know all of these are from Whitey, so hopefully we'll have a lot more bucks this year, and we'll have some bucks running around in the wild that look like TC, that look like Forrest, that look like that big 12-point, that look like Whitey. We want to have some that look identical to Whitey and look like his brother Bazooka. Y'all remember Bazooka? So sad about Bazooka. He got that infection in his jaw, and we spent several $100s with the veterinarian, still couldn't save him. Uh-oh, there we go. I'm not going to show that. You know what's happening there? I knew y'all had to do it, didn't you? I knew y'all had to do it. I wonder if I make them nervous when I start taking their picture, and that's why they got to pee. I don't know. It's crazy, isn't it? But everybody's pretty calm, cool, and collected. They seem to know the weather's coming in. It's so amazing to see this trail going right down through the middle. And you can look and you can see the trail right there, right in the middle of the screen. That's the trail going down there. Now looky here, this little deer come over here to see me. Hey baby, let me back up here and take a look at you. Yeah, looky there. She's probably smelling those carrots, and they're smelling the apples on my hand. I cut the apples up and they're smelling that. So I don't know where SplitEar is. She's probably going to slip up on me. I didn't even hear that deer walk up behind me. And she says, oh, Jimmy, yeah, are you talking to me? Are you trying to talk to me? Huh? She's acting like she's trying to talk. Yeah. Well, talk to me, girl. Talk to me, baby. Isn't she pretty? God, I just love these deer. Oh, she tried to talk to me. She's saying, where is my carrots? And I think I smell an apple. I think I smell an apple. All right, we messed around here a while. Let's go get the treats out of the mule and come back in the pen and see what happens. I know that SplitEar is going to get up there. Now, she was pretty aggressive last week. She was rearing up, thumped me a time or two accidentally with her front paws. So, but I'm being careful around them. So, let's go see what happens. Okay, we're going to head back to the mule, sitting up there, and head back and get the treats, carrots and grapes. There's SplitEar. She hears me talking. She knows what I'm saying. Here she comes, walking right up to me. Now, Whitey's moved over here to feast on alfalfa just a little bit. He might be smart enough to realize that Jimmy brings treats when he comes in anymore, unless he forgets them. But you can see we're getting really, really close to him. I know I'm not zoomed in all the way. We'll see if maybe, look at that. Is that spectacular? Is that spectacular? Goodness sakes alive. He is so pretty eating that alfalfa. That provides them a lot of heat in the wintertime and a lot of the right type minerals and vitamins that they need. The alfalfa is very good for them. In the wild, you'll see deer on alfalfa fields all the time. SplitEar is back here licking my hand, trying to get petted a little bit. She's going to get excited here in a few minutes, and we'll see what some of the other deer do. If you remember, last week we fed a couple of them out of our hand. Almost fed Whitey out of her hand. We'll see what happens. Everybody is kind of binging on alfalfa right now. They got plenty of alfalfa in here, and they're really enjoying it. They're really enjoying that alfalfa. Yeah, there's my little baby right there. This is just a 6-month-old deer. Well, more than 6 months old, but born probably in May. Don't know exactly, but probably born in May. And it's going to be interesting to see if her belly gets big and if she has a baby. She's a beautiful little girl, but she just this year's fawn. And if she does have a baby, more than likely I probably will take that baby away from her. I know, girls, that sounds cruel, but the little girl like that has a hard time raising them, and so probably will take that away from her and bottle raise it. Oh, another deer pen. Get off of that, Jimmy. Anyhow, hopefully that little girl right there She's such a pretty little girl. Hopefully she will, I kind of hope she's not bred, but if she is, you'll see the difference in the size of her and that other deer. There's a green tag. Green tag's kind of an old deer. So there's a young mama and an old mama. Kind of hoping that little girl doesn't have a baby. But if she does, I'm hoping that baby is a boy baby. Probably would just have one, not twins, if she does have them. And I hope that boy looks like his daddy. Because his daddy, his daddy is very, very, very special. You can see Whitey right there. That'll wrap it up for this week's video. See Whitey and how beautiful he is. I'm gonna go check SplitEar. She looks like she might have got choked on one of those apples a minute ago. Thought I had the camera running there, and I ended up giving all my deals out, and the camera wasn't running. So we missed quite a bit there, but I'm gonna walk over and check SplitEar. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna put these out here and throw them outside the fence. Pick them up where we don't have to worry about those, and I'll pick them up. And I'm gonna go over here, and before I leave, I want to check out my SplitEar and make sure that she's all right. You can see big Whitey there. He had him a nice treat, and he's gonna go back to eating alfalfa. But I gotta go check out SplitEar because I sure don't want her to get choked on that apple. She was having a hard time chewing them up. She's kind of an old deer, and her teeth might not be nearly as good as they used to be, so let's go check her out. Let's go check her out before we quit this week. I don't want everybody worrying about SplitEar. A lot of you are just like me. You've fallen in love with that baby. And we'll see where she is. Here she is right here. Hi, baby. Hi, SplitEar. Are you okay? Hey, SplitEar. Are you okay, girl? Huh? Are you okay? Huh? Come here and talk to me. Come here and see me. Did you just get full? Huh? Did you just get full? Are you okay? You don't have nothing stuff in your throat, do you? She didn't cough or anything or act like she was, but she just, all of a sudden she just quit eating. And I don't know why. I don't think she's got anything stuck in her throat. She feels fine. Hey, baby. Oh, it's my girl. You okay? Hey, hey. Are you okay? Are you okay? You didn't get anything stuck in your throat? No, I think she's fine. I think she's fine. She just got full, I guess. Those apples, I had several apples, and she ate several. Probably, I had them all cut up, but she probably actually ate 2 or 3 apples, which is a pretty good meal. And, you know, like I said, they're not hungry anyway because they got all the food they want. All right. All right, guys and girls, that'll wrap it up for another episode of Antlers. We got Whitey out there eating alfalfa. SplitEars is just fine. And we'll call it another great week. Watching deer antlers, not growing now, and also not falling off. There he is back here. What a beauty. What a beauty. Woo! Guys and girls, have you a great one. Remember, I sure do love you.